So while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Just let everything to settle down as it is. Do nothing extra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, keep your back straight and your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line. Bring your attention to your body. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and later observe the impermanent unsatisfactoriness and selflessness within form, feeling, sensation, formations, and recognition. So mentally relax your body step by step. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth, relax your throat, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs, relax your heart, relax your liver, relax your kidneys, relax your gallbladder, relax your pancreas, relax your small intestine, relax your large intestine, relax your abdominal organs, relax your buttock, relax your thigh, relax your knee, relax your calf muscles, relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. And bring your attention to your body. And observe the lower part of your body. And see if there any strong sensation, any feelings, heaviness, tightness. Just observe and get a mental note. And bring your attention to your lower back. And observe this any sensation, any feelings, heaviness, tightness. And your upper back and shoulders. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And deeply and gently breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalation, exhalation happens itself. And when it happens through the sensation, just recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. If your mind go here and there, don't worry about it. Just keep focus to the sensation and follow the sensation. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. And also, you may experience Some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Keep focus to the sensation. Don't categorize as inhalation or exhalation, or don't try to see any other details. Just keep focus to the sensation and recognize impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within sensation. Any feelings, any recognition, or any awareness. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, when we born to this world as children, so in these first 5 years, mostly our mind is more clear and pure. So then what happening? Little by little we start to accumulate thoughts, ideas, concept, believing, and our parents, our society, culture, traditions, environment start to teach us. And then what happened to that clear, pure consciousness awareness? And it start to develop views, concept, and it start to follow ideas and create ideas. And then we hold it to desires, and then through desires what is happening, so whatever resist and we go against, and then the life itself become a struggle. So this struggle of life, it is no one doing it. It's not happening out of someone else's wish. This is our own creation. So then you have to remember yourself. If you don't see this as your creation or this is your choice, you will never get out of this. So when it comes to Buddha's teaching, one of the main the fundamental teachings, qualities, self-realization. So in this self-realization, one part is recognizing this method, that how this life happening to us like this way. So through meditation, once we purify our mind, once we clear our mind from our own perception or from our own ideas, concept, or mental formations, phenomena. So that clarity start to show us how this everything that keep happening within us. So once you see, you able to get out of it. But to see it in the beginning, you have to have intention to look. So from where that intention come out of like this practice or listening, or sometimes you go through certain self experience and then you start to look for solutions. So somehow that it is your own responsibility that look yourself and see how this is happening within yourself. And mostly the whatever that the difficulties come to us and we look for solutions and thinking by ourselves, and also we think our own mind has capacity to deal with these situations, and then we take decisions, and then what happening, we go problem to problem, difficulty to difficulty. So why? Because whatever the decision we take, mostly we take with the disturbed mind, like wishes, hopes. Mostly when we have the hopes or when we make wishes, mostly that wishes come out of the disturbed, worry, unhappy, sad mind. So then what will happen? It leads us to more worry, sad and difficulties. So in this process of this practice, meditation, we develop in the beginning as tranquility meditation, we develop undisturbed mind. So when we look for solutions, remember one of the most important quality that you have to develop before the solution, it should come from clear, undisturbed mind. Remember that in your life. Nothing wrong that you take a decision regarding yourself or look for solutions, even especially when you give advice for others. In what condition that you give that advice? And see, there are a lot of people write books, make documentaries, giving lectures. And sometimes we don't see in what condition in what environment they do it. Because if they do it with the disturbed mind, unhappy, worry, sad, self-centered mind, so what will happen to the solution that they come with? It also going to have that quality. That is what mostly happening to the world. But when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it is totally different. When it comes to the sutras and when it comes to Buddha's teaching, there is no any single person that went to difficulty because of the Buddha's teaching. Not even this Buddha. Any Buddha that came to this world, there is no evidence, no record, and even if there is a person tell something, that as an idea, as a concept that you can bring, there is a possibility like this way, that way, but you cannot prove it. Why? Because when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it always come out of the the loving kindness, compassion, generosity, and the clear wisdom. And there is no way it can make any harm, difficulty, sad, worry, unhappy, or it can lead you to problem to problem. There is no way. It cannot happen because it is not someone else's ideas. It is not a concept. It is not just another method. So then ourselves, through practice, when you practice meditation, what happening? You rediscover. So discover. So what is discover? So there is the truth covered with something. So what you do when you practice that meditation, you discover. You take out the cover, open it, detach or throw away, clean that whatever the cover, the truth or the dharma. So to discover the dharma, you have to practice. So no one else going to come and take out the cover for you and show what is the reality. Why? Because we covered it within our own ideas. We covered our mind within our own desires. We covered our mind with our own concept or the views. So then what you have to do, you have to dish that cover. You have to take out it. You have to clean it. You have to brush it. So when you brush, when you clean, like when you clean cloth, you put different kind of detergents according to the dirt sometimes. Even when you clean your hands, and sometimes if the dirt is strong or greasy, sometimes you put different kind of hand wash or the soap to clean it. So the mind the same. And sometimes mind got dirt or the mind covered from the views or the ideas or the thoughts, and we don't know how it happened and we don't know the real reason. Why? Because mostly we did a lot of things knowingly it is good for us. That is the right thing. So then we don't know where the mistake happens. So that's why in the first level, without any views, you have to practice. You have to develop method to come yourself to observe and see without judging, without thoughts. So that is what you develop through the practice, even observing just the body, observing the sensation without interfering to it, without that involving it, just observing and see in day-to-day life, that they just bring it through your day-to-day activities. When you have a moment, just learn to see the trees or the even whatever the material things around you, just see it. And even you're sitting, the posture, just observe it. Any sensation happen rather than just reacting to it. Just even as example, there is a sensation here or in your ear or anywhere. So when it happens suddenly, what you do? Like this, like this. You may be doing something, talking to some, you don't observe, you don't see. But maybe there's nothing here. But there is a sensation you get because of this, the skin or the vibration or something. But the reaction happens so fast. So through the tranquility meditation, you develop an art to just observe. That is very necessary before you go to analytical or the Panya Bhavana or the Vipassana or insight meditation. Why? Because if you have the wrong view, the wrong understanding, then your practice not going to work. And when it comes to sometimes the tranquility meditation, remember, when you observe, don't keep looking what is happening to your mind. Or don't look for the result. Even you observe inhalation, exhalation, or the any sensation, just keep observe. Don't keep counting the whatever the feelings or the whatever the result you gain, how you feel about it. And the very first day, maybe you practice meditation and then you make comments regarding your practice. Oh, I feel so good. Forget about that. You don't know what is the feelings. Still, you never maybe saw it. You just sit. So mostly in every time when we practice meditation ourselves, we try to look for the result. No, when you observe with very clear mind, learn to just see. That is a profitable skill that you can develop. Just seeing. So that is the important quality that you have to gain, because once you start to see your mind like that way, you able to recognize where the mistakes happen within ourselves. Mostly how we hold it to wrong views, ideas, concept, habit. So otherwise, maybe we hold the wrong thing as right. So then when it comes to physical, that the through physical activities and mental activities, verbal activities, we get into that unprofitable act, that the skills, or we develop a very disturbed mind and we covered our mind with many kind of the difficulties. So then through the practice and through the observing, and we reverse the pattern, and when you unclear the uncover the mind, the clarity, the purity, then you have to see what are the things you have to take out. So that for that we take the help from the sutras or the Buddha's teaching, and then we learn in the beginning, and then that will help us to know, oh, this is I should take out. But to do that in the beginning, you have to have a very undisturbed mind. So like a surgeon, like doctors, when they do the operations, that the patient should be the undisturbed position. And if the patient start to move here and there, and they cannot do it. The same like when you go to the mind, now once you know the details, once you go to the mind, and when you see it, that will help you to slowly recognize. Why? Because mostly we hold this lot of things knowingly this is good for us. So then you have a kind of like a struggle. You go against your own nature. So like that, there are some qualities that hold it to us. One of this quality, through the samsaric journey that we accumulate and hold as thinking this is good for us, one is called abhijja. Abhijja means the greediness, the strong desire to hold. There are two ways: related to me and my things. With the self-centered mind And whatever, this is me, this is my, this is my, this is my, like this. And the physically we hold it with the name and form. Another thing is materially we hold it to things. That is one thing. So whatever belong to me personally, and I strongly attached to it, knowingly it is mine. So it is just some idea, but we hold it to that, and we keep doing a lot of things for that. And then not only my, the another part of this abhijja is I hold it to others and thinking that belong to me, the other people things, and knowingly this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my children, this is my parents, this is my brothers, sisters, this is my neighbors, and it becomes, so it start with the self, and related to just you hold it, this is me, this is my body, this is my name, this is my body, and this is my robe. So it can happen to monks also. This is my temple, and then it come to this is my devotees, or this is my followers. So it like that. And so first you come with you, and then what happening, it become bigger, grow to outside world. And then it expand, it's like glue. So that is one thing, it's called abhijja. So it start with the self and start to grow and hold it to other things like magnet. So you become you, and then your environment, your that the material things, and then from there you go to your family, my husband, my wife, children, friends and family, and then you go to my neighbors, and then you go to my village and my city, my state, and then you go to my country. In that my country, my school, my friends, so my workplace, so like that. And then you go to my world, and then it's not going to end there. And my universe, it's not going to, not only that, in that you create your existence, my life, this is my life, and this is my next life, and this is my next life, and so like that you hold it to this all called abhijja, and we appreciate it, we nourish it, we feed it, but it never take us to wisdom or liberation. It always take us to samsara. Why? Because it is just that the idea related with the self. If you really come to a point to understand five aggregates, so the five aggregates mean the very life happening the way it is: form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition. Recognition means awareness. So if you are able to recognize this everything with that without self, or and how it changed moment by moment with the true nature, rather than holding this all as self, because this all five aggregates come together. This idea is when you take it as permanent, that is where the self going to be. So from there you start to develop this. But if you are able to recognize this all form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition, change, and no self, and then there is no, you're going to hold it to body. Then you're not going to hold it to this is my mind like that. So that is where you, the the discover your freedom, your true nature. So the first one is the abhijja. This is one thing that you have to release. One day it's going to come. If you keep practice, you really going to getting to the bottom and understand the truth. Of course, you know it. It is the truth. Already it is there. But only thing, we hold this something as good, right? So that is why we cannot recognize this. And we appreciate when we say, this is I am, this is my family, this is my world, this is my village, this is my country. People appreciate. So we go with it. Keep going. And one day you will see it is just an illusion. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like you. There is nothing like your family, or there is nothing like, there is nothing like your husband or wife or children. And there are a lot of parents. No, that the child that you living, it is in your head, not the real child, because they change. That all the parents that knows, the babies that they had, anymore, they are not babies. They are now, they have their own way. But as parents, because of the love, they don't want to accept it. They see how the children reject them, but still, they don't want to accept it. They just, don't look into it. I know there are a lot of parents come and, talk about children. There are a lot of parents, and they say how they, the children cheat parents. But still, they don't want to accept it. So it's just keep going. Keep going, keep going. So this is happening all the time. So when it comes to the world, the same. So this, we bound to these ideas and we keep nourishing it and we go with it. But when you deeply, deeply look very carefully, you just recognize these all ideas. When you follow, when you believe ideas, it's going to become like that way. And the other one is vyapada. Vyapada means that the anger, vyapada, koda, then upanaho, this all the same kind of little different. Strong anger, desire to revenge, keep chasing and keep following to get revenge, not to give up whatever the mistake other people did, again and again reminding. So sometimes, personally ourselves, when we do that, we appreciate it. We think it has a good quality. And as a family, sometimes, everybody, feed each other to remind and revenge. And sometimes we try to revenge it in a good way, and sometimes in a bad way. So the both happening. It's kind of like a go against nature. And as a village, as a society, as a country, and see how each other try to, get revenge. And it's kind of like when we look in, in a bigger picture, as nations, there's very few countries have the real, authentic, genuine friendship each other. Most of the countries is trying to overtake each other and become better and beat, and try to destroy slowly each other. this is the world that we live in. But the thing is, it is just not a one person. This is all we, the people. Because the country doesn't mean, it is not separate from people. And when it comes to the ideas, it is not separate from people. So that is all, the big, when it comes to the clear, bigger picture, it is a reflection of the people. So the country means the people. So then yourself remember that never try to appreciate or never try to ignite or never try to push somebody or never try to hold it to anger or the revenge or to repeating others' mistakes. So like that. So that is one thing. Abhijja, the strong desire to hold it to things. Another one is the vyapad or the anger. So another one is that the destroying our inner purity is called makko. Makka means that not accepting others' good qualities, and we always try to destroy others' good qualities. And maybe we have a kind of like a different view regarding something or somebody, and then we hold it to that view, and then we destroy whatever the good we see. We don't appreciate it. We not allow anyone to appreciate that. We always try to destroy it. So the thing is in the world, it doesn't matter from where it comes. If you don't appreciate the good qualities, the quality is not going to grow in the human heart. So how you develop the qualities in you? So whatever the qualities, it doesn't matter good or bad. So whatever the qualities you grow, the very first thing is like the soil for the seed. Appreciation. If you appreciate whatever the bad things other people does, you're going to grow that in you. If you appreciate the good things other people does, you're going to grow it in you. So the makko means you don't appreciate, you destroy it. So then what will happen? It is just not only you. That little by little, all the good qualities start to disappear from this human existence, from the society. So then maybe it doesn't matter you like that person or not, you like that society or not, you like that country or not. If there is a good quality, you have to appreciate it. Why? Because that appreciation will allow to nourish the good quality. So then little by little, what is happening to this human life? We are not capable to appreciate because we hold it to our personal views, and because of that our personal views, sometimes even somebody do something good, we're not going to appreciate that. Somehow we find a mistake and we start to point out the mistake. So because of that, little by little by little, then all the good quality is going to disappear one day. This world, one day it's going to become completely like only weapons. Only weapons. Everywhere. It trying to hit each other, hurt each other. That's going to be the end of this. It will happen little by why? Because we slowly disappearing the good qualities from us. Appreciation, the qualities from us. And another one is that it's called palaso. The palaso means when somebody do something and other person also think, oh, I also can do it. That also, this kind of thoughts also bringing the disturb, unhappiness, sadness, worry, anger, hatred to our life. This is another reason for us to dirt our mind, phalaso. So, because each and every person has a different capacity to do things. As human beings, we have kind of some similar things, but when it comes to conventional life, everybody cannot do the same. So then when somebody do something, just appreciate it and don't try to beat it. Don't try to overtake it. But ourselves, what we does mostly, when somebody do something, we think, oh, I can do better than that. I want to do that. And then we also jump into that. And then we get difficulty, we get worry, maybe we cannot do the same way like other people, and then the jealousy comes. So then yourself, you have to understand what is the capacity within yourself and just do it. Don't try to copy other person or don't try to follow other people the same way, whatever they do. Because whatever the other person does, they have their own reasons to do that. We no need to do the same thing. So then yourself more try to understand what is the capacity, physical, mental, economical, social, spiritual capacity within yourself. Just go with it. And don't try to copy somebody. There was a crow close to a river. And then there was a cormorant. This cormorant means there is a bird that bird can go under the water and catch the fish and come. So it also looked like crow, but little smaller bird. So this crow sitting on a branch and looking this cormorant, this little bird, and how this bird go to the water and catch the fish and come and eat, and then this crow go and eat leftover. This crow got so mad. I am so bigger and I look like so strong than this little bird. So why I cannot go to the water and catch fish? So what happened? The crow and start to go to the water and hit the water, and feather got stuck in the water and they died. And he couldn't get out of the water. See, this is what happened to sometimes in ordinary life. When other person do a big wedding, we do the big wedding. Do other birthday party, we do the same kind of birthday party. And the children also same sometimes. They asking the same balloon, same decoration, like their friends did. And the same kind of costume. So see, this human nature, this is not somebody teach us sometimes. It is coming from our previous lives to repeat like that way. So then as parents, you have to educate rather than giving or doing the same thing like that. You have to educate children. No son, no daughter. You are separate. You no need to do that the same way. You have to do different way, the way that whatever you like. So even ourselves as elders, we also have to understand. We should now not ourselves to do the same thing like others. So the palaso means we always intensely and try to repeat or the challenge and overtake others' activities. So that will hold us to samsara and that will dirt our mind. So discover means you have to take this cover out. It cover your understanding. And the other one is the Maya. So the Maya means you hide that whatever the reality, and then you act like something else. So you hide the reality. That is another one quality of the Maya. You hide the reality and then you act as something else. And then another thing is that whatever not real, and you bring it as real. So you hide, one is you hide the reality and then you show something else. And then another quality of the Maya is whatever not real, you bring as reality. So that way also, the world not going to, end of the day, the world not going to follow or believe anything. It is just ourselves. So then we have to understand, rather than trying to make other people comfortable, in the very first level, remember, try to find the comfort and the clarity, purity within yourself, deeper in your heart, in the bottom of your heart. And then slowly you will see, as a result of that, naturally, then you no need to do anything. You no need to act anyway, because naturally your being itself become comfortable to other people. Then naturally your life itself become truthful to others. You no need to bring any kind of evidence to show. You no need any kind of different act to show your truthfulness. So this Maya is it's a kind of like acting. It's a huge everywhere. So see, even millionaires to beggar, and even the president to just the civil person, everybody mostly act. Just take the beggar. The most of beggars, they acting. It's like, they don't, they kind of like they they show they cannot use this hand. Oh, it's nothing wrong with it, but they look like crooked, and they cannot walk. And they come in a vehicle and they park somewhere little, and then they get ready like a beggar. They come, it's acting. That's called Maya. You covered the reality. Even the rich people, when they don't pay taxes, they hide like everything. And like mostly when they file bankruptcy, everyone knows, they plan how to go bankruptcy. And then it's done by a lot of big people, rich people. And sometimes they're rich, but they don't show anything. They act like poor. And sometimes people say, oh, he's look like poor, but he's so rich. See, it's called Maya. So this is the world. Even when it come to the first person in the country, the president, most of the countries, they don't the real people. They come and act in a different way. So even the civilian. So if the first person like that, ordinary people, same. So like that, the Maya is covered the world and hold our mind and nourish the samsara. So do they like that? You don't believe there are 1,500 like these qualities, covered our mind, and like dust hold us to. I just mentioned these few things, but most of those are the main things. Other things go like sub qualities. So main things, avijja, abhijja, that's mean the greediness. You start from the self and then overtake universe. And vyapad, the anger, strong anger, revenge, go behind something and not to give up, you know. And the other thing is makko. The makka means, you don't appreciate any good quality. You destroy all the goodness, and that will, you know, take us to end the all good qualities in all the human existence. And the palaso means you try to challenge to others and overtake others with the jealousy, hatred, thinking, oh, I also can do this. If why other person can do, why I cannot do this? So like that, we always try to overtake others. And another one is the called maya. Maya is hiding the truth, one thing, and then another part is bringing the untruth as truth. So two different things. Remember, hiding truth, one thing, and bringing the untruth as truth. So those are the mostly strong demerit actions that we hold it to our mind. These all mental actions. So from childhood, this is how we get that dust to ourselves, and we that become unclean. So then through meditation, when you go deeper through to five aggregates, what happening? Form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition. You start to recognize it change moment by moment. That change will take you to understand no self. Once you recognize no self, this everything going to go. So as we put the detergents to clean the dirt, the only the detergent that can clean this all dirt is recognizing impermanent unsatisfactory nature with the selfless experience. Once you come to understand selfless experience, this anything not going to happen. But if you come to the self-centered experience, that is the magnet, like all the dust going to collect. So then remember, so whatever you do, your bodily, verbally, and mentally action, do it according to necessary conditions around you, without hold it to self-centered mind. Because if you hold it to the self-centered mind, somehow it's going to come out of with some kind of dirt. It's going to take you to the samsara. So if you look for the liberation or the nibbana and start to perform the action according to necessary conditions, things in that situation, without self-centered mind, that is where your liberation going to happen. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayu sukhi digayuko bhava. Ettavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.